Hello, friends. I'm Kyle Hartung from Jobs for the Future. It's my pleasure to welcome you to consider this curated suite of resources that can support our ability to advance narratives about the power of pathways and to achieve impact at scale. It's no secret that we don't yet see work-based learning at scale across the country. Some reasons we hear about why include that it's too rooted in the corporate responsibility function rather than human resources in companies, that it relies too heavily on philanthropic rather than workforce strategies and participation, or that our systems were never designed to work together in ways that would allow for greater scale to begin with. While these perspectives have validity, those of us working in the education to career pathways field know that they too narrowly consider the problem. We know that scaling work-based learning can yield far-reaching returns for individuals, communities, economies, and employers. The question is, are we telling the right stories through policy and practice that establish a vision for work-based learning that we can all live, learn, and lead into? A largely untapped, ready-to-be skilled talent pipeline awaits American businesses if we change the stories we're telling ourselves about how we nurture youth's natural curiosity about the world of work, about how we provide youth access and opportunity to develop durable skills and expand their social capital, and about how we establish the conditions for them to answer a critical question for themselves. The question is not, what do you want to be when you grow up? It's what sort of life would I like to live? This is important because young people are empowered by connections. They experience identity as an asset. They envision pathways to thriving, not merely surviving or striving. Intermediary organizations and pathway systems play a pivotal role in redefining and centering these types of narratives because they are positioned at the nexus of education and workforce, and of policy and practice. Intermediaries have the unique ability to unlock creativity, drive change, and foster radical collaboration among a diversity of stakeholders, bridging and finding a way through the sometimes competing incentives that drive our need for equity and for scale. Intermediaries need to be armed with strategy and communication assets that can help people across education and workforce understand how policymakers, public systems and institutions, and employers can work together to build career pathway systems. By telling the right stories and communicating the right messages about scale, we can deliver the seemingly ever-elusive ROI at the same time as centering the needs of young people. We can blur the lines between work and learning, and we can ensure that work-based learning is not a nice-to-have for a privileged few, but lives as a standard feature of a young person's journey to a quality good job and a career that supports their living a choice-filled life.